I'm single because I have 5 kids.
I know I have a kid. I don't need you to tell me that I have a kid.
Half the time I want to shoot myself in the face, but I can't shoot myself in the face because I have a child.
I don't know why you said that, but I didn't sleep last night and I'm really... Be quiet!
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. You said I'm a haddish kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
There's a reason Brandon Jamal's has surpassed the 1 million view mark, and it's not just because of the catchy beat. For the past 10 years, the mainstream media has been pushing hard on the single motherhood message, trying to argue that birthing a son or daughter automatically makes you virtuous. They make the claim that men, who are all tainted by some invisible evil, are the villains of the story. Pretty much every show and movie in the 21st century shows the same male archetypes to the point where it's now just comical. Hey son, I'm just going to grab a pack. I'll be back in a few. Oh, we're out of milk, guys. I'm going to make a quick trip for tonight's dinner. Karen, I'm a broken soul. If I stay here for the kids, I'll just cause more damage. You're better off without me in the picture. Then they show a clip with a grainy filter as the silhouette of the neglectful spouse fades to the sound of a door shutting behind them. Now, obviously, this happens from time to time. Stereotypes do exist for a reason, but to claim that this makes up the majority of cases is just another part of the Western propaganda machine. It's so pervasive that even the most reasonable folks consider it the norm before they're presented with sources that say otherwise. Ignoring the stats and canceling those who tell the truth, there isn't a day that goes by where women aren't honored for lacking self-control. Before we go any further with the video, let me jump to the comment of the day, y'all. Shout out to Thomas D. Bell, who shared, "I'm 60 and find these women to be deluded." I'm glad the consensus is universal, y'all. So anyway, as always, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. Could be the funniest, the most liked, or one that moved me. So don't forget to leave a comment and you could be our very next winner tomorrow. So be sure to hit that like and sub button too, as the support means so much to me. So now let's get right back to the video.
Embrace your masculinity.
Just look at Charles Barkley speaking facts before the fourth wave was in full effect.
Women be milking that baby thing too.
Oh, okay. Charles.
Wait, what was pregnant like? Being pregnant, it can't be nearly as bad as playing a basketball game with a sprained ankle.
I tried to stop. You heard me try to stop him.
I'm telling you.
You heard me try to stop him.
Come on.
Why you never buy a woman a watch?
Say it again, Ken.
Why you never buy a woman a watch?
Because there's a clock on the stove.
I'd say these were the good old days, but this isn't ancient history by any means. It's just that the coup was so swift that we have a hard time believing this was once a part of live television. Men, we used to be able to make jokes about practically anything. Sure, there were a couple of exceptions, national attacks, diseases, etc. But for the most part, comedy was a great way to peel the onion. We were able to laugh our way to a better understanding of the world around us, and that included the problems with being a single mom. Throughout human history, women raising kids alone was considered a tragedy. Villages would look through their windows pointing and whispering, expressing how hard it was going to be for the fatherless family on their way to church. Because we identified it as a societal pain. We laughed about it, which brought attention to the problem, which would encourage families to do their best to tackle the big issues. Again, today, the system doesn't identify this as a female issue. Instead, our governments and institutions adorn single mothers, who are often the reason for the split, with accolades like they're patron saints. If you speak against the message, you get canned. So, this is now the norm.
Who the hell sends pictures of your kids to your ex about a car?
Because he was there for me when your ass was in Arizona.
Well, if you'd stop laying on your back for other guys, maybe I wouldn't have to leave.
I don't.
She told me on my birthday that she wanted me to come home. And I asked her, I said, well, if you want me to come home, you're gonna be honest with me. And she tells me that same day that she 6 different guys in a 2-month period.
Is that true?
Yes, and I was honest with him.
It's true. Okay. Carrie, what's making you emotional?
much everything.
Are you overwhelmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah. You're raising the kids.
Every time he's left for Arizona, it's...
But yet every time I've left for Arizona, 2 days later, you have a different in the house.
No, I don't.
The hair, earrings, and glasses should have been the red flags here, but we'll move on to the key issues. Clips like these show what Western culture has done for single motherhood. Instead of using the potent weapon of shame to turn the ship around, women are incentivized to sniff out victimhood like a truffle hound. In a world where weakness is rewarded and strength is considered the product of privilege, there's no reason for a married mom to avoid a single life. Why? Because there's really nothing standing in the way of them doing so. Women can avoid liability with 3 easy steps. 1. Demonize the husband. 2. Gather the mob to support the narrative. And 3. Take the money and run. Given the current climate, this is far more easy for the modern woman than having to face their role in the fallout. If you're a single mom, this only accelerates the process. Naturally, people look at a pregnant woman as the harbinger of life, or at least they used to. Knowing this, these chicks hijacked the image for their personal gain. With no repercussions for disloyalty, there's nothing stopping every woman in the West from getting knocked up at the bar, taking child support, and becoming an 18-year tax burden for everyone sensible enough to earn an honest living. In fact, most of them take it one step further. After a second ride on the carousel, they try to double down and find a guy who's still asleep for a little pay raise.
I'm not going to ask a to pay for my babysitter. I'm expecting you to know to do that for me.
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date? I gotta get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay. Should pay for that?
Yes.
When men hear that type of rhetoric, we do get discouraged from dealing with women with kids. I don't got kids. I prefer not to date women with kids. But when I hear stuff like that, it automatically like, this is exactly why I don't deal with women with kids, because now it comes off as an obligation.
You had this child. This is definitely on you and that other party that helped you make this child to take care of it.
And to me, that's a red flag because it's an indication of how that relationship's gonna go. From first date, you can't afford a babysitter. Throughout the relationship, that means I'm paying for, I'm paying for everything.
She might be looking to see where your mind is at.
Maybe she
yeah.
That can't be the first. You will fail. That cannot be the first that you go in.
You can put up posters, make movies, and change the curriculum at universities, but none of these changes will convince a hardworking man that single motherhood adds value. Of the mothers who are custodial parents, meaning they can't find or have rejected the baby daddy, 1.2% were widowed, 15.7% are married. In most cases, these numbers represent women who have been remarried. Dating websites like eHarmony or whatever else share false survey reports trying to argue that 70% of men would be happy to take a single mom off the streets. But as you can clearly see, the hard facts paint a completely different picture. As I've said in previous Man Guide videos, men like to build things. They're farmers at heart, wanting to plant seeds on untapped land that has great potential in the future. We want to look out at what we've worked for and recognize that all of it came from our hands alone. The Western single mom wants us to ignore these primal urges. They want us to think that we'll be just as happy working on something someone else started. Take this as another example.
I'm stingy. I'm stingy with the puss.
Excuse me?
I'm stingy with it. I do not give it up easily.
Were you married to your daughter's your baby mama though, right?
My baby mama. I've never been married, no, but I just
okay,
don't.
So
I know.
Hold on. Let's talk about this though. See, I find it funny that women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss after you done gave your womb up before a ring, but then you want the high value men to put a ring on it before he gets it?
So am I supposed to give it away?
You goddamn right you already did. Because here's the thing. See, that's what I mean. Ma'am, you're a used vehicle wanting brand new 2021 prices. You can laugh all you want to, ma'am, but you just said 6 months. You're not even exclusive. You're talking about he's marriage-minded. What do you think he's inserting his penis? In his hand?
No, that's the thing. He could be inserting it somewhere else.
Exactly, because here's the thing. Men with options don't play these games. I'm not telling you what you have to do, but I'm telling you that if you're telling us or telling me that you have had sex with a man and had a child outside of marriage, and then you go into the dating market and telling another guy, you got to pay a higher price than this other guy did. Is the child's father in the life?
Yeah, he's in her life.
Is he a high value man?
I would say so.
No,
Yeah,
but is he making $10,000 a month or more?
The answer? Probably not. In many ways, the progressive movement that faces males today is a new religion. Women with C-section scars and troubling track records line up for their societal baptism. They think that because they choose to be chaste now, after giving literally everything up for Chad and Tyrone, they need to be treated like an innocent virgin. That, or some kind of experienced prize. For fun, let's use Kevin's car lot comparison. Picture you're a 25-year-old male whose business just broke $1 million last month, looking for a new ride to celebrate. After all, you're quickly joining the ranks of the wealthy, so you think you might as well look the part. When you get to the lot, you already have your dream car in mind, a brand new 2023 Maserati MC20. You show the dealer the picture, and he smiles and walks you over to the car you asked for. Only when you get there are immediate issues with the ride he's trying to sell you. Sure, it looks like a 2023 Maserati MC20, but upon further inspection, it's far from looking like it's fresh off the assembly line. The tires look worn, the seats have some grease stains, and there's a long scratch from the headlight to the back door that you can see from 100 yards away. You ask the dealer, "I'm sorry, there must be a mistake. I asked for a brand new version of this car." The dealer stops you and says, "Come on, man, this baby has character. The last man to drive it won a street race in Miami. It's a piece of history." Mumbling to yourself, you check out the interior, only to find some random guy sitting in the back seat. You jump back, close the door, and ask, "What kind of establishment you run in here? Who's the guy in the back seat?" "Oh, that's Larry," the dealer says with some confidence. "He comes with the car." When you're about to give this dude a piece of your mind, he stops you again and says, "Oh, come on, Larry's a great guy. Keep him fed and cleaned up, and he won't even know he's there." At this point, you've had enough. You have all the money in the world, there's no reason to waste your time, so you leave as quickly as you arrived. To the uninitiated, this may seem like a ridiculous scenario, but this is the sale that single mothers at the club try and make every day. Take this for instance.
So you're saying that you wouldn't be with a single mother that's a millionaire?
It wouldn't be my first option, no. If I wanted to have a family and children?
You said a millionaire wouldn't want to be with a single mother that's a millionaire.
If he can go ahead and get a girl that doesn't have a child, he'll prefer that, yes. Men are very different than women because when a guy comes into a woman's relationship or a relationship with a woman and she has a child, he's going to be expected to take care of that child to a degree. That's just how it is. You don't just get with that girl, you get with that girl and that child. And here's the other thing you got to remember. If we break up and I build a bond with that child, I now lose you and the child, and I can't have any type of parental rights to that child. It's your biological child, not mine. I'm a stepfather, so I have no rights to that child. So I lose you, the child, alimony, house, 50%. So it's an L for me. It's not worth the risk.
I'm gonna step up.
And that's why I use the Maserati as an example, people. Western women, after pushing for the spoils of men, are now dealing with a cataclysmic identity crisis. They believe that if they find a way to make a lot of money and status, that's a way to bypass the resistance men have towards getting seconds. What they don't understand is that this reversal doesn't have any effect on the opposite sex. Once again, men are more than capable of making their own money. According to the laws of nature, that's how we prefer it. That's what single moms don't understand. If they find a way to get rich with a child, aka Larry in the back seat, guys only see that as an extra obstacle. That's just a fact. By making money, most likely by doing something shady, you've effectively made yourself even more undateable than you already were to begin with. This position just tells men that you don't need them for anything. For someone who is born and bred to provide, no real man looks at those things as a viable prospect. If anything, it just looks like a disaster waiting to happen. Some single mothers try and make the argument, once they realize this, that they don't need a man. This clip, however, shines a light on the truth.
Look, I have a kid. I used to be like that until I had my kid. Now that I have my kid, like I might be this, oh, I'm a boss bitch, da, da, da. But deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be like always with my child.
There you go.
But unfortunately,
and have a man protecting you. Stop acting like, stop leaving out the man part. Right. Because for you to be home with your child, that means you got a man holding him down, protecting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's right. And that shit's hard. Like, But unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, you know.
Yeah.
But I would do anything to have a man like.
That's what we saying. That's exactly. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you for telling the fucking truth. God bless you for telling the truth. Talking about Instagram over a real nigga.
You choose Instagram over a man.
Because unfortunately, like, that's a platform where I can make a living off, and nobody's helping me because I don't have that protector yet. You get me?
But you don't think a man could provide and protect for you?
Yeah, but I just haven't found that guy yet. And
that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. So hold on. How come women can't just say, listen, I want a man, instead of acting like y'all don't want a man and just want to be boss bitches?
Right.
That's what we're saying.
We've just been hurt. That's not what I said.
Nobody said that.
Like
when
y'all
you guys
said,
are done, I don't want to interrupt.
Nobody said that.
Like y'all
she wants
said.
after you go, she wants to clarify her point.
I just want to clarify because I feel like it's getting turned.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Put the camera on her.
Who?
You.
Couch girl.
Like y'all said, you're right. And I've been trying to talk, but Myron don't let me. But I really respect Myron.
Because
and
you can't finish your sentence.
Because it's hard for me to explain. But I respect the fuck out of you, and I give you your right because you're right. That is true. What you're saying is true, and I respect you, and I respect everything that you've done. This whole part, like,
just
I
make
really
your point,
respect.
please.
The point is that I haven't found the protector because I don't know the point already.
At least she's honest. The point is, there is no point. By locking herself into single motherhood and putting on a mask to hide the shame, she effectively lost the game entirely. Western women have grown to want everything a man has. Hell, they continue to try their best to be a man. The only problem with this line of thinking is they can't handle the weight of what we carry. This is why almost no single fathers are crying on camera. They take on struggle because they've been dealing with it their whole lives. Women, on the other hand, are designed to receive resources. By all available metrics, they are an expense, one that, for the most of human development, we've accepted. So, what's changed? Well, aside from what's already been said, they constantly bang the drum screaming that they don't need men. They try to create an environment where guys are simply donors with no influence over the status quo. By doing that, they've isolated themselves, and now there are no strong men left to pick up the pieces. As a result, ladies, this is your fate.
I've hit the point where, as a mom, I can't take anymore. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated. I'm touched out. I'm sick of hearing my kid cry all the time. I'm sick of when I ask people for help. It's a burden. It's a problem because I chose to be a mother. So me needing a break because I chose to be a mom, not necessarily a single mom, is a burden. He chose to leave me. I didn't choose that. But I am still trying my fucking best. All I'm asking for is a little bit of help. And I'm made to feel like it is a problem that I need breaks too. I need time for me too. And for months I've been trying to act like I'm fine and that this isn't killing me or completely draining the fuck out of me. I just have to pretend that it's all gonna be okay in the end because there is no village. Being a single mom is so freaking hard.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
In life, we are all the product of our choices. We can choose to eat the salad, or we can choose to eat the Ben & Jerry's Double Fudge Chocolate Supreme with discount sprinkles. Whatever the path we choose, at this point, we know what lies on the other side of these decisions. The single mom has chosen the path of most resistance, laughing in the faces of the men she's used, only to later discover that the village isn't there to save her. Here's why that's the case. Men just didn't build the village. If we're being completely honest, we are the village. Without us, civilization would be nothing but huts and clay. Scratch that. We made that too. Knowing this, we've moved on. These days, we help ourselves and usually find a new model overseas without someone already resting in the backseat. That's the choice we've made, and we're sticking to it. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.